So guys, there's tons of trading strategies that work out there, but we can all agree that the hardest part about trading is having the discipline and patience for your exact setup to play out. Because maybe you'll be sitting there waiting for a trade and you'll be like, we got 5 out of the 6 confirmations, or oh, these confirmations look good enough, let me go ahead and just take the trade. Then what happens is it turns into a loss because you weren't strict enough on your confirmations. You didn't wait for your exact strategy to play out. I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced this for yourself. So I thought to myself, what if I just turn my exact strategy, every confirmation I need, down to the exact metric into one indicator? And that's exactly what I did around 3 months ago, and the results have been insane. If I see a buy signal, I go long. If I see a sell signal from my indicator, I go short. And the best part is there's no second guessing or emotions involved because the indicator does not have emotions. It follows the exact strategy I programmed it to follow. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, Chad, that sounds too good to be true. In this video, I'm gonna go back to the entire month of April and show you every signal we had for those 30 days and the results that came from it. I'm not going to cherry pick days like most people do with these kinds of videos and indicators. I'm literally going to be showing you every day for the entire month of April using these buy and sell signals. Let's dive straight into it. All right, guys, so this strategy that the indicator follows, all the buy and sell signals get printed based off of this, okay? So it works off the 15-minute opening range of the New York session or the orb. It automatically plots out the levels for you. Basically, it waits for price to close outside of the range on the 5-minute time frame, top or bottom, so we can use longs or shorts for this. And it waits again for us to retest the range on the 1-minute time frame, so it automatically looks at different time frames for us, so we don't have to switch back and forth. Then it waits for specific confirmations we have customly built out into it. Keep in mind, I only trade NQ and ES futures, okay? Those are the 2 things I trade. We're gonna start on April 1st. All right, so we're doing the entire month of April. As you can see, April 1st on NQ, this had no signals, okay? So we can see the green line is the top of our 15-minute opening range. The red line is the bottom of our 15-minute opening range. These yellow lines are our profit targets when we get signals, okay? As you can see, we never got profit confirmations on NQ on this day. ES, we also didn't see any signals as well. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to go to April 2nd, right? Like I said, we're not going to cherry pick days or anything like that. April 2nd, as you can see, there was a nice buy signal right here. You would got in, or I got in right here. So we got confirmation and the candle closed. As you can see, I wrote it up to a 1.5 risk reward, or you can write it higher to our last profit target, which are these yellow lines, like I said before. Okay, so we're just gonna map this out. So we have a 1.5 RR, and so far we have 1 winner. So I'm just gonna put an X on there, and then we're gonna put losses, and then we're gonna put an X on here. So I'm just gonna make this bigger. Like I said, we're gonna track this and see how much money you could have actually made with 1 NQ contract, for example. So anyways, 1 winner. Let's go to ES for April 2nd. And as you can see, there's also a winner on ES as well. So I personally wouldn't have traded both, but let's just track them separately. Okay, so this is for NQ. Okay, and then we'll do another category for ES, and we can kind of compare the results here. So let's just change this to ES, and then we got the winner on here. All right, let's keep going. Okay, we're gonna go to April 3rd here. This is where the market starts selling off heavily, as you can see. And what do we see? We see a nice sell signal. It's under this white line, right? You can see this sell signal was not under the white line. So that's one of the rules we have, is the buy or the sell signals must be below the 50 EMA. Okay, we can see this one's below it. This is a winning trade. This one was above it, so we ignore this signal. All right, as you can see, we got to our 3rd profit target, or you could have wrote it to a 1.5 risk reward, whatever you want to do. But that is the 2nd winner. So we're going to put another X on NQ. Let's go to ES, and we're going to go to April 3rd. Like I said, we're not cherry picking days. We're just going day by day. Okay, nothing on ES. All right, now we're going to go back, and let's do April 4th. Okay. April 4th, as we can see, there is 1 sell signal. As you can see, it was close on the white line, but we actually did close below the EMA, so this would have been a valid signal. Again, you put your stop above the pullback high. Okay, just like the rules say, stop loss always above the pullback high on sell signals or below it on buy signals, obviously. So we got another winner here, wrote it to our last profit target. or 1.5 at risk reward. Okay, so we're going to put another X here. We're going to go to the next day on ES, April 4th, right? And we can see there's no signals on ES, so we're going to keep going. All right, let's go to April 5th here, okay? If you guys have a strategy, this is kind of what you have to do. You don't want to just backtest real quick and just like, oh, it looks pretty good. You want to actually track each trade, have the same variables for your strategy, right? So this is kind of how I like to backtest. But like I said, I did live trade all of these signals in April, okay? All right, so April 7th, there was nothing on this day on NQ. Let's go to ES. Let's go to April 7th. This is Monday. As you can see, once we passed above this orb, we just went straight up and we never retested it, which is why there's no signals. So we simply move on to the next day. Okay, and that's the only downside about these signals is there's not trades every day, which is fine. It's not really a downside. People think it is, but it's no big deal. You don't need to trade every day to make a lot of money with trading, especially if you have a profitable system and you're sized up, right? You can make tons of money trading. Some of the best traders only trade a few times per week, right? So these usually print around 2 to 3 signals per week. Okay, so that's kind of the goal for this. And again, we are trading with a 1.5 risk reward. So I only need a 60% win rate to have like a really profitable strategy since we are making a little bit more on our winners versus our losses. Okay, so we can afford that 60% win rate, no problem. Anyways, as you can see, there was a loss here. Okay, our stop would have been right here. We just would have barely got stopped out, which is fine. So we're going to put a loss, our first loss on NQ, and then we're going to go to ES on this next day. And as you can see, this is actually a winner on ES. Okay, so stop would have been up here, wrote it to the last profit line. All right, so we're going to put a winner on Mr. ES here. And now we're going to go to April 9th. Okay, April 9th, as you can see, there is no signals. There probably would have been a signal right here, but we do shut off the signals at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's 11 a.m. my time. Because the market just tends to be more choppy, the orb isn't as respected after 1 p.m. Eastern time. So no signals on this day. This is April 9th. Let's go to ES, April 9th. And as you can see, no signals here either. So let's go back, go to April 10th, the next day. And as you can see, nice winner on Mr. NQ here. Could have wrote it to our last profit line. Almost, yeah, basically no drawdown on this trade. Stop would have been right here. So we're going to mark that as a winner. We're going to go to ES. Did a sell signal appear on ES2? Not sure. Yes, it did. Perfect signal. Same thing. Could have wrote it to our last profit line. This would have been like a 7-to-1 risk reward, by the way, because you're getting in literally right here. So anyways, mark another winner on Mr. ES. Let's go to the next day, shall we? April 11th. All right, as you can see, beautiful buy signal. Could have wrote it to the last profit line. All right, let's mark another dub on Miss Q. Okay, and then we're going to go to ES here, and we're going to go to April 11th. As you can see, another nice winner on ES, wrote it to the last profit line. So again, a lot of these, if you're writing it to the last profit line, these are like 3-to-1, 4-to-1s. But again, we're mainly just doing the 1.5, or at least I am for now. So another winner on NQ or ES and NQ. Let's go to the next day, April 12th. Okay, as you can see, nice sell signal. I sold this a little bit early. I'm not sure why, but as you can see, this would have hit the last profit line, no problem. No drawdown on this trade either. So we got another winner on Mr. NQ. Okay, ES, we also, let's see, going to that next day, no signals on ES. Okay, just a little bit more choppy, didn't hit the proper confirmations probably. That's why I didn't signal here. So anyways, nothing there. Let's go to the next day. This will be April 15th. So we're halfway through the month. No signals on this day. ES, keep going to April 15th. No signals on ES either. All right, let's go to April 16th. Now we're in the second half of the month. No signals. Again, you can see these signals work very well, right? We have one loss and, however many wins. But can you handle not trading for 2 to 3 days straight, right? This is the only hard part about this. Okay, and that's going to be valid with any strategy. you're not going to have trades every day, right? And you have to be okay with that psychologically. All right, so this is April 16th. Let's go to ES, April 16th. There was a sell signal on ES actually, and it was a loss. Okay, you can see our stop would have been right here. Just barely got wicked out before dumping down. That's unfortunate, but that's part of the game sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and mark a loss for Mr. ES here. First loss here. All right, let's keep going to April 17th. And no signals here. ES, April 17th, no signals here. Let's keep going. April 18th, speed this up a little bit. No signals. April 18th. Where are we? All right, I'm sorry. This was on April 18th. That was a Friday. Now it's Monday. This is April 21st. No signals on Mr. ES either. All right, so now let's go to the 22nd here. No signals once again. Looks like this almost got a signal on this retest. As you can see, it broke above the orb retested. We didn't get proper confirmations using my indicator. We need to see colored bars on the retest, which we just barely didn't see them. So that's all good. So this is 22nd. Let's go to ES on the 22nd. And look, 22nd set up nicely on ES, but it didn't on NQ. So nice winner here. You could have rode it to the last profit line or a 1.5 risk reward. All right, let's mark another winner on Mr. ES here. Okay, we're going to go to April 23rd now. All right, and no signals once again on NQ. I think NQ didn't get a lot of signals like the second half of the month, and ES did, if I remember correctly. So let's go to 22nd on ES here, and what do we see? What do we see? Oh, nice sell signal. Could have rode it to the last profit line or 1.5, or this is a 2 risk reward, right? So it would have looked something like this. And that was it. Cool. Nice trade. No drawdown on it. That's the best type of trade. So let's mark another winner on ES here. And so far, they both have 1 loss and around 6 or 7 wins each. Pretty good results so far. Let's keep going and see how we close this month out. We're going to April 24th on NQ here. No signals once again. Market just went straight up from the open. We never retested this green line. All good. Let's see if ES did hit. April 24th here. As you can see, same thing. So we're going to keep moving on. I'll show you the whole day. Show you there's no signals. All right, we're going to keep moving on. April 25th. Oh, no signals on NQ. Let's go to ES, April 25th. And, oh, there are some buy signals, actually. I remember this trade. Okay, so there's a buy signal here and here. These both rode up to our last profit target and didn't really have drawdown. So, once again, another nice trade. These are 2 winners, but I'm only going to count it as 1 because remember, we're taking 1 trade per day. Okay, so I'm just going to count it as 1 winner. And now this is April 25th. Okay, so we're almost done here. Even if the rest of the days are losses, we're still going to be nice and profitable on the month. As you can see, no signals on NQ on April 28th. This is Monday now. And let's go to the Monday on ES. No signals. Okay. So now we go to the last few days of the month here. This is where it gets, a little exciting. Looks like we did retest a couple times, but we do have some rules where if we get our confirmation too late, like by the second line or so, we won't get it because it feels like you're chasing the trade. So that's why there's no signals here. And then this day, this right here, we would have got a signal, but as you can see, the cutoff period is at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So there's no signal here either. So that's all right, right? Yes. Let's see. Anything? No. Nothing on ES either. So this would have been another no trading day. All good. We're up on the month nicely. We don't need to force any trades, right? And then we go to April 30th, the last day of the month. And as you can see, another nice buy signals. Look at this. Hit our profit line to the T. Last profit line to the T. And boom. Nice winner on NQ. 2 winners. I'm only going to count 1 because we're taking 1 trade per day. Let's go to ES. Do we get a signal on the last day of the month on ES? And yes, we did actually. And this is a questionable one. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's actually see if we would have got the 1.5. So I do use Heikin-Ashi candles. Remember guys, when you're using Heikin-Ashi candles, this isn't the exact price. So I'm going to put the as if we got in on the top of the candle. Okay, so we would have got in right here at the top of the candle. Stop would have been right below it. And then as you can see, this did hit a 1.5 over a 2. So because I was worried about this, looks like it got stopped out if you would have held it to the last profit line. But we would have got a nice 2R on this trade either way. So yes, we're going to mark another winner since we are using a 1.5. All right, and I think there's 30 days in a month in April, right? Yeah, that's May 1st. So that's the entire month of April, guys. Okay, so let's go and do the math on this. This is looking like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 winners. So 8 winners and 1 loss on NQ for this. This is with a 1.5 risk reward, guys. Okay, so these stats are actually insane. It really blows my mind how profitable this indicator is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as well. Wow, they got the exact same results with also 1 loss on ES. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to pull up a win-loss calculator and we're going to see what the win rate is. We have a total of 16 wins and 2 losses if you were to trade NQ and ES. So we're going to do 16 wins, 2 losses. As you can see, we're looking at an 89% win rate on buy and sell signals. There's a lot of people out there that don't think you can be profitable with buy and sell signals, but I'm here to prove that wrong. I'm here to show you that you can turn your strategy into an indicator, right? If you have specific rules, conditions. Keep in mind, this 89% is not with a 0.5 risk reward. It's not with a 1-to-1 risk reward. This is with a 1.5. So your winners are 1.5 times bigger than your losses. So even if we've got a 50% win rate, that's still a profitable system, right? That's the crazy part about this. You can get a 50% win rate and still have a profitable system with a 1.5 risk reward. I like to aim for a 60%. Obviously, April exceeded that with that 89%. But these are the results. So super excited to show this to you guys to hopefully encourage you to, turn your strategy into your own indicator. You can hire a coder. That's what I did for me. I don't know how to code. I just hired one, and you guys can work together and put your strategy into an actual code. Now, if you guys don't have a strategy or you don't want to deal with hiring a coder and turning your strategy into a code and you want to follow this exact strategy, you want access to this indicator where you can get these buy and sell signals. Like I said, they don't happen every day, as you just saw. Out of the 20 trading days in a month, there was 8 days where we had winners, 1 day where we had losses. So looks around every other day we get a signal or so. So anyways, guys, if you would like access to this exact indicator where you can get all these buy and sell signals on your actual chart and you want to start trading these signals with us, all you have to do is go over to otsignals.com. I created this indicator in the beginning of March and I released it to a small group in the month of April. And like I said, all these signals that we just went through, I traded them myself. I traded all of them live. I traded them with our early access members. And we had so many people who were struggling with trading for years, literally. And they had their first profitable month ever following these signals, right? Obviously, when it tells you exactly where to buy, exactly where to sell, right? Obviously, it's going to be pretty easy to be profitable, right? I mean, literally a 5-year-old could do that. So I'm super stoked to help people become profitable once and for all using these buy and sell signals. We even had a student like Aaron. He had a $7,500 payout within 3 weeks of using these buy and sell signals, right? Using a prop firm. So super stoked to see that and people getting results. Like I said, guys, if you want access to these exact signals and indicator, we have all the details and a free demo video you can watch. All you have to do is go over to otsignals.com. Once again, that's otsignals.com. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Love to hear it. With that being said, guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video with another day trading lesson.